Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I know I sure am. I am in the bright, warm, and sunny state of Texas. It is so much warmer down here than Ohio right now. I drove away from the snow, flew down to here, Funtown Superstore, Campsite 45, to film a whole bunch of beautiful campers. Oh man, it's like a kid in a candy shop. And today, I got one of my favorite brands I've ever done. It's one of the first couple videos that ever really got pretty big for me, kind of started it all. This is the 2024 Riverstone Legacy 42 FSKG. And what makes this RV so special in particular is it is like a fifth wheel toy hauler hybrid. So you have a front kitchen, normal fifth wheel. If you were just walking into it, at like a dealer show and someone didn't show you the back, you probably wouldn't even know that it's a fifth wheel or a toy hauler, sorry. But in the back, there's a toy hauler section and the bed will actually raise up. So that way you can fit a full-size golf cart into it. Pretty darn snazzy, pretty darn unique. All the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, you can find down in the description of this video, and it should pop up on the screen. But if you guys like my style, like my videos, hit that like and subscribe button. I'm gonna be putting out a lot of content. I think I'm doing about 40 in the next 4 days, so pretty darn cool. We'll be trickling those out as I kind of get them edited. But again, it's the 2024 Riverstone Legacy 42 FSKG. And this has the new 2024 decor. And whether you like it or not, you can get it this way, or you can still get it in the classic kind of light gray, dark gray tones. It's getting kind of mixed reviews. I'm personally on the on-board side. Some people want to go with that more classic brown. Maybe drop a comment and let me know what you think. So I'm going to start up in the front kitchen because I love front kitchens. By the way, you can even get it in the cabinets in different colors too. So you can get it in, like an all white, or whatever. But I'll drop a link to the manufacturer so you can see it. But right when you walk in, I mean, massive space. You got this island, but you have like a full-on moat of room all the way around it. A high-end luxury linoleum flooring here. Little hibachi style grill. New shiplap for 2024. Before it was kind of like that black matte squares. I think that is a great upgrade. I think that is just very cool. But dual opposing slides. So a ton of countertop space, drawers, and a microwave over here. Refrigerator in the back, big boy residential. And then over here, you're going to have your sink with a dishwasher and some extra storage. And that's where we'll start the tour. So the fascia around here, look at that. Just shining like justice, looking really nice, feeling, really nice and high end. Just a super sturdy way of going about it. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. But right here, you have a window. It's going to be tinted, which is nice. It's also going to be dual pane and that shatterproof, kind of like a windshield. So like imagine if a kid hit like a baseball or something at it. It wouldn't shatter it. It would spider it. So it's really nice to have that safety glass feature. So right here, boom, half drac. You got the day shade. Then boom, full Dracula mode. Block out all the sun. Stop the skin from sizzling. Keep some nosy eyes out. You're ready to rock. You got an outlet over here. Cutting board top, which I think breaks up the decor. I think it looks really sharp as opposed to going, with the same kind of finish. It's also a little bit versatile, but you get the stainless steel undermounted bowl, and it's going to be the two bowls, one bigger, one smaller. Really nice. Just makes, doing dishes and stuff like that, a little bit easier. You also got the little, look at that. I mean, look how freaking far that thing goes out. You're doing dishes from all angles, and you can spray your shoes. That is how far that goes out. You also have a jet mode and a shower mode. And then right here, you got a place, maybe for like a brush or something. And then some really nice, clean-cut storage and access to your plumbing. Now, if you don't like to do dishes, I mean, I know I sure don't. Bada bing, bada boom, you got yourself a dishwasher. Pretty darn snazzy, pretty highfalutin. You also have a massive drawer. I would turn that into a junk drawer, in a heartbeat. But I think I got a couple more kids than who would be normally traveling in this. I always tell people, we got 4 kids, 3 dogs, 2 cats, and a bearded dragon. This floor plan might not be for me, but for that couple that's traveling around that needs a room for an extra person to sleep or so, this thing would be absolutely perfect. I love the countertop space. The counters are also the fancy kind to where this design, this swirl right here, will go all the way through. So for some reason you were going to chip it off, the design goes all the way through, which is just nice. Hopefully you never find out, if that's the case. But it's just nice to know it's a little bit of a higher end product. You got the 4 stovetop burner in the industry's largest oven, the Insignia. And this thing is amazing. We just had Thanksgiving, and you could cook a full-time turkey or a full turkey in this thing. It's probably not a full-time turkey. It's probably a part-time turkey. Was a turkey, now dinner. But, man, I'll tell you, just a ton of room, to get cooking. It's just awesome to be able to have the ability to even cook a turkey, in an RV. So above that oven, that's what I was talking about, that hibachi-style hood. I just think that's really nice. If you're cooking up something, on this 4 stovetop burner, and you got a couple different fixings, things start getting smoking. Maybe it's some like bacon or something. You got that hood, traps in everything with the max air vent, and that's got pretty incredible power. So it'll suck up, all that air, get the steam or stink out from whatever you're cooking. So it's a really nice feature to have and a really great place to have it. Now back here, you're going to see Samsung residential refrigerator. This thing is absolutely massive. It looks beautiful, stainless steel finish, but on both left and right, it's going to go with the theme of this kitchen. Storage and countertop space. So you got outlets, Keurigs, blenders, margarita machines, the works. You also get accent lighting above and below, so it just looks nice. At night, you get this nice ambient glow. True hardwood cabinets. Check that out. You also got the copper tab, really nice and secure. So right over here, I'm putting some pretty good, pressure on. Nothing crazy, but you can see, my fingers are changing color. I mean, it's got pretty good power, pretty good suction to it. So right here, the max air fan, that's above again, that oven. Outlet, solar charge controller. Now right here, anytime you see this, all you got to do is click and hold down, and it'll actually dim it. I'll show you down in the living room, what I'm talking about for that. But it's nice to have those dimmers. Soft close. All right, so the refrigerator, like I was saying, that big boy Samsung, you still got to set up the shelves here, but I mean, look at that. A week's worth of food, absolutely no problem. Take that tape off there. Looks like a little ice maker, big freezer section. I mean, this is just like the one inside your home, just kind of more geared towards an RV, which is pretty darn snazzy. So same storage above and below. Another thing that I really enjoy, the old hand-laid tiles. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. I can't remember if I said that in this video, but I'm doing it again. Maybe we'll have double the love. So right here, that's another slide. You're going to see, obviously, you get a ton of storage, a place for a garbage can, another viewing window. Again, the safety glass, day and night shade. Don't forget that. They also have that black glass insert right up there that just looks, really nice. And then the top 4 are going to be looking just like this. This is a removable piece to help you keep organized. And then the bottom 2 are going to be looking, just like that. That's the box for your tire pressure monitoring system. Well, that's pretty nice. It's a little screen. It'll let you know, if the tires are overinflated, underinflated, losing air, whatever. Just keeps those blowouts. Ever since they started doing those, probably a couple years ago, the reps are telling me that blowouts are down 80%, which is a pretty incredible number. Big old fancy microwave. It's got everything you'd need. A cookie in a slim fry mode. I mean, who doesn't want a camper with a slim fry mode? This is an opportunity to stop, check out the old bowling gun. Another window. And then look at this. You get kind of the perch, an area where you can sit down and hang out, enjoy that fireplace. You got a massive TV that even from up here, you have great viewing with the sound bar, so the sound's going to shoot right at you. Absolutely fantastic place to sit down, have some dinner, maybe get some work done. A lot of people are traveling around these days, and this is the perfect camper to do it and the perfect location to do it. So 2 chairs. You also got the plug-ins that you could possibly need. So 2 outlets, a universal C and a USB, an emergency exit. So pull, push, and plop. You get out in a hurry. And now let's head down into the living room. Actually, I lied. Before we do that, let me show you this. So right here, this is going to be where your control panel is. And, your extend and retract, and, you're moving everything around that you need. We won't get into that. Your Go Power, so that's going to be for your inverter. And then this is going to be for the fan, which is right here, and it's large and in charge. So really helps circulate, that air. And then you got a couple little octopus guys sitting there waiting for, like a jacket or something. Or whatever else, I guess. Dog leash, who knows? So right here is going to be a fuse box. So if something isn't working, make sure to check that out. You got yourself a good old grab handle to help you get, up and down, even a nightlight. So now we get here into the living room. So I already mentioned the The big TV, smart TV, Samsung, well-known brand name. But you also get this sound bar. And then even this is pretty cool. It stays up, little flip-up countertop. But then you got some storage under here with all your plugins too. So I'll give you a nice little view of that. But I like that. It's discreet. It's kind of tucked away. And then boom, right there. Now it looks nice. It's not kind of exposed. They also changed up, you know, the kind of the backsplash around the fireplace. Really nice looking. The fireplace puts out enough heat to heat up the entirety of the front end of this camper. So that's really nice, you know, on a cool day, probably about 45 degrees, because you got the 3-inch thick wall. So you have one of the industry's thickest, you know, walls in general. So combining with that and the fireplace, you're going to be saving a lot of money on propane. The slide height is also massive. I mean, look at that. Not only do you get big windows, but you get big cabinetry. I mean, I'm 6 feet tall. That slide height, you got to be approaching darn near about 7 feet. So you're going to get the full-size kind of overhead cabinetry. Not to beat a dead horse here, but the copper tab again, really nice and sturdy. Soft close, everything you need. All the windows open up for a nice cross breeze. This right here does expand out to about the middle way point. Makes just a little bit bigger than like a full-size bed, maybe not quite a queen, but a really nice sleeping area. So even though this is primarily for the couple, you do have the ability to sleep, you know, that fun uncle or maybe the neighbor that just wants to come with you, grandkids, you know, all that good stuff. You also have the seating right here. And what I like about it is you're going to notice, you know, you got extend and retract, but you also do get a little USB outlet along with, you know, some cup holders, but it's directly across from the TV. Now, whichever way that you want to order this camper, you can get it in two different ways. You can put another sofa over here, or you can have the desk option. So if you do another sofa, I don't know where it's going. If you do another sofa, you get another sofa, but you get the desk area. So it's another good place to work. So you got that little perch that I showed you here up front to have some dinner and get some work done. Maybe get a desk while you're watching a show. But you have another place that's more dedicated for, like, you know, that office space right here built into this slide. Good viewing windows. Hopefully, you know, for a place like this where you get plenty of trees, maybe some happy neighbors. Even got a pond over here. Really cool place. But just a nice little area just to kind of get some stuff done. Overhead storage is going to be the same as the other side. And then the desk on both sides, you're going to see. You get two of the smaller drawers and then one of the big drawers here below. And then you also, of course, you know, get some outlets here, you know, underneath as well. And to make the cord life a little bit easier, if you want to head up like a monitor and your laptop, you can feed it right through there too. TV's on a swivel. That's new. That looks good too. That matches that with that kitchen pretty good. Just such a snazzy camper. I love Riverstones. I've always had a soft spot for Riverstone. You know, I've sold them for a long time. Sold a ton of them. I think I sold probably darn near about 15 to 20 of these things last year. So I'm very used to them. Porcelain foot flush throne, and even for a round belly, it's in a really good spot. You know, you got plenty of shoulder room. You know, as you can see, moving around, you're moving and grooving. Nothing's hurting you there. You're not bumping your shoulder. They switched it up to the black top here, and this is all going to be seamless, which is nice. Less maintenance, better higher end finish. Bam. So right here, Riverstone's got one of my favorite showers in all of the RV industry. This thing is massive. You also have a teak seat right there, so you can sit down. I think it's got a rating for 250 pounds. So you can sit down, shave your legs, let the hot water hit you. You know, you're just in a really good spot. But check out all this room. So 6 foot, 310 after barbecue tonight. But man, and you get all the head height in the world, especially with the sunroof, you know, put into here. That's pretty darn incredible. Little overhead storage. And now we're into the bedroom. Now remember when I told you, this actually has the toy hauler below it. So you got this in the kind of the down mode. Now if you want to, you can raise this all the way up to just under that cabinet to create more space. And let's see here. So that's where you click it right here. And then you can simply hold it. And you see how it's dimming now? That's nice to have. So now you got this nice little ambient glow in here, you know, for maybe that kind of that reading mode. Now you just click it and now it's going right back up. Now it's bright as can be. Storage are going to be, above and all the way around the bed. The bed also looks very inviting, very comfortable. Look how deep that is. So I'm 6 feet tall with average size arms. That goes all the way to the tippy tip of my finger to about middle of the bowling bicep. The closet's on the slide, which is pretty cool too. It opens up this room to a couple more possibilities. For in this case, it's just going to be, 4 dresser drawers down below. You get the Dyson vac for the Legacy Edition, by the way. But just room for hanging clothes. You can't beat it. You always need it, because the closet right here is going to be hogged up by this washer and dryer. So it's going to be more of a full-time camper, a little bit more of a full-time, option there with that washer and dryer. Jensen Smart TV, so play your Netflix, your Prime, plus more. Don't forget the plus more. Two of these little guys, and then 2 of these bigger guys. But all right, guys, if you guys made it this far, hit that like and subscribe button for me. Again, this is the 2024 Riverstone Legacy 42 FSKG. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. I'm going to show you this kitchen one more time. And then let me show you the MSRP sheet so you can see what kind of options, because these things can come out, with a whole bunch of different ones. Hit that pause button there so you can check that out. But you can do it with a whole bunch of variations. And if you guys are in the market for a Riverstone, you can give me a call. I was one of the top guys in the country last year, and I am very, very used to how you can order this. So I think I could be pretty great help to you. So in case you missed it the first time around, all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, all that good stuff can be found down in the description of this video. But as you can see, again, the beautiful paint job that comes with the Legacy Edition. You're also going to see a couple features out here that are nice, that are a little bit different than some of the other Riverstones or even some of the other high-end fifth wheels. You do get the 4-camera safety system. So one right here, one on the other side, above the door, and then heading up the back. That's just going to be nice for easier towing, ease of use. It's a pay-to-play type thing. It's just a nice feature to have. It eliminates some of those blind spots, because this is not a tiny camper by any means. Pulling this down the road, surely it would have some blind spots or some stress there, without having that in general. The slides are going to be really nice, laminated sidewalls. You also get the metal wrapped awnings too, which is nice. So right there's a piece of metal. As you pull that slide in, that metal kind of caps off on the end. So really nice. Frameless windows. 6-point hydraulic auto leveling. So one click of a button, you're ready to rock. You also get these LP tanks right here. An outlet if you want to hook up, like a TV, watch a game or something. Outlet there. Shows off that steel frame. So going to be a little bit heavier, but built a little bit nicer. You got those extra 2 chairs in here as well. And then you got the Tough Flex flooring there too. That's the water manifold system. I'm going to show you that on the other side. But regardless, before you leave, you should check that out. It's really nice, because if you ever spring a leak, you can actually shut off, just like the hot water for just the kitchen sink. It turns a headache into a hiccup. Instead of ruining the trip, you can still rock it out. Dual awnings. So this is pretty darn cool. Basically, the awning starts here and ends down at the end, because you got 2. One there, one there. So I like seeing that. It's all LEDs. Again, metal wrapped. Just nice to have. The steps fold up into the doorway. You also got a French Hiction door as well, so that's going to be helpful for stores. The safety rail, so it's a little bit longer. Can extend and then retract. So that pushes all the way up against the door and goes flat for when you're traveling. Triple axle, because this thing is not light, and they're all those Goodyear upgraded tires. You're also going to see it's got the Road Armor suspension, which is always a big time plus. And then right here, another pass-through storage. And again, that Tough Flex beat me up material. So you could throw in like a full-on ladder or bicycles, whatever you want. You also got the outside TV, which is a plus. And all of these doors, by the way, are going to be, the metal slam latch. So they're the kind that you can, close up there pretty darn hard. This shows off that wall thickness. I mean, look at that. 3-inch thick walls. It's going to really help extend those trips out. Or get you out earlier, whichever way. Both ways are nice to have. Boom. 0 gravity door too. So if your concern is a lot of these toy haulers, their doors are super heavy. That's a valid concern. But having the Riverstone, I mean, you can see, look at that. I got one finger on that. Now it's staying all the way up. But even a child could do this. So, you know, whether you're, you know, concerned or if you're just, you know, have a kid that's doing it, there's no safety concerns about bonking your head. I mean, I just pushed that down pretty good, and now it's laying nice and flat. So you got those cables kind of helping you up too. Now this is in the traveling mode, so bed down mode. So right over here, you do have the control where you can put the bed lift up and down. And this will go all the way to where this bottom portion right here, where I can stand up and it's gonna be this tall. So that full size, maybe even a little bit taller, that full size golf cart fits in here absolutely no problem. And you also see, you get the rock guards on the sides, but you also get 4 tie downs too. So you can tie down those toys. You're also gonna have climate control in here. So you do get heat in here, and you got an outlet down at the end. But a really nice option to have. Now you can get on top of these Riverstones, fully walkable roof. You know, check your seals, check your slides. You got the awnings, so you don't need to worry about the slides too much, but you should still check the condition of them, make sure they're good. But this ladder really helps you get on top of here. And I like how the ladder is angled too. So when I first started selling them, I don't know if you guys have ever heard this, I thought it was broken, but the rep told me they shorten up that bottom so that way you just have a little bit of a leverage point to help you get up a little bit better. 250-pound weight limit there. More storage heading up the side. Heated and enclosed underbelly. Super enclosed underbelly too. I mean, you saw a lot of that. Plus it's that rib armor. So it's actually like 6-foot paneling, which makes maintenance a little bit easier. Just to kind of get things, you know, kind of in and out. So right here is going to be your wastewater holding tank and your sewer outlet connection. And then your, you know, your fresh water drain and all that. You got your low point valves right there. And then this brings you up to the other side. So this is going to be your 1500 watt inverter. This is going to be what makes, you know, the refrigerator work when you're driving down the road. You also have that awning control right there. And then, you know, your hydraulics right there, just kind of more maintenance stuff. But this water manifold system, so this is what I was talking about right here. So you can see all the different controls. Kitchen sink hot, kitchen sink cold, master bath. You know, so if something's not working, the bath, you know, shower, cold water, for some reason it's springing a leak on that. You know, you can just twist that, boom, that's shut off, and you're moving along. You know, you just kind of bring that on for another day. Don't ruin that trip. Battery disconnect is going to be right here. Again, slam latch doors. 4 batteries on this, and I like the battery trays too. Let me see if I can do it with the camera. It's kind of difficult sometimes with this thing. Just expands out just a little bit easier, just to make swapping them, you know, in and out. Just a little extra oomph. You know, make life just a little bit easier. But all right, guys. Well, you know what? I got to show you the front here. Can't do that. Plus, we got the Kurt air ride up front. So this is going to be that front door. Generator ready. Or some storage, whichever you want to do. Again, slam latch. And then right here, the Kurt air ride suspension. So you see this little donut here. When you're driving and you're hitting those bumps, that's going to make it a smoother ride. And then you got LED lights, you know, up on the front. But guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Again, my name is Hunter. This is the 2024 Riverstone Legacy 42 FSKG. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. See you.